Let's get into the findings of Mr. Rattigan, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 1 of 2, and this has to do with the ruling of Andrew Holness and the IC Craigberry's folks. Let's get it.
The 2 affidavits, and I know you said that that's the second affidavit, right?
Yes.
The real question it and say, is there a first? Sometimes you hear some things and you don't make a connection. It sounds good, but you don't make the connection. Well, it should make the connection to you with you right now. And you know why? Because the court just ruled. The court just ruled. So now you can take the affidavit. Okay. All right. So we'll go through. We've been through this before many times, my people. But we're going to go through it again. And this time, it shouldn't. Sometimes you hear some things and you don't make a connection. It sounds good, but you don't make the connection. Well, it should make the connection to you with you right now. And you know why? Because the court just ruled. The court just ruled. So now you can take the affidavit and smash it up against the court ruling and say, okay, this is what the court says about this document. And then from that, you can develop your own questions. Well, why did the Prime Minister say this? Well, why did the Prime Minister do this? You can do that. But sometimes when you hear things in a vacuum and you have no real connection, it doesn't stay with you. Those things don't stay with you. But when you have something that is there, juxtaposing it, something that you can say, all right, I can make a connection. And that is where we're going to make the connection today.
All right, my boss.
We're going to make the connection with the court decision that says, Mr. Prime Minister, we're not going to redact, subtract, take out anything out of the affidavit. We're not going to do that. Whatever is there is going to remain there. And the Integrity Commission can now continue their investigation of you. Now remember what happened. The Integrity Commission forwarded the illicit enrichment part of the case to FID.
Yeah.
And remember what happened. A whole heap of moves are going on, people. Whole heap of moves. And when they forwarded to FID, Mr. Selwyn, forget Selwyn last name, he was a former high-ranking JCF person. Decent person.
Mm-hmm.
Decent person. He retired. And there was an acting. And remember when it went over there, it went over to FID, what happened? The Prime Minister said, I'm going, get you. And next thing we know, a person who's affiliated with the Prime Minister is now in charge over there. So Dennis Strong.
Yes.
Now I'm going to show you the affidavit and tell you what I think the Integrity Commission should do. Whether they want to do it or not, I feel them business, but I'll show it to you. All right, here we go. This is it. We've talked.
Integrity Commission. I beg you, I open all this thing because Mr. Rattigan already played. I respect his advice because of his expertise. And I really hope that somebody tag anybody will know the Integrity Commission, Craigberry's for that anyone of them. In a Jesus mighty name, I beg you. Reach out to them and tell them to watch Mr. Rattigan show. The last hour of the show of Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Me I beg you. They not make nobody wants to watch it. Me I beg you just watch it and listen what Mr. Rattigan will say. And take it serious. Let's continue this.
Talked about this many times, people, but I hope it will register with you now. This is Mr. Craigberry's fault.
Yes.
His affidavit, second affidavit. He did one previously. And the Prime Minister is trying to get him now, get the court to throw out the stuff. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is interesting because the Prime Minister also sued him Attorney General, Mr. Mr. McCoy runs that office. He must sue the Attorney General of Jamaica. All right. Mr. Craigberry's fault at the time was director. Let me grab this here because Kevin tell me say whenever I do anything like this, I must always use green. And so because I think him say something about make it burn people. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think that's what Kevin said.
Get some help.
Kevin,
so here it is.
Kevin,
he was director of information and complaints, right? He's now above that. But at the time, and let's look at the date. You know, you always, when you do these things, you always make sure you look at the date.
Mm-hmm.
See it?
March
2025.
March 14th.
A year and must have 4 months. All right.
You can even look at the time if you want. 3 p.m.
3 p.m. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So this, if you look right here, what you're seeing the Prime Minister and you're seeing all of his companies. And by the way, people, let's not forget that these companies were formed during the COVID period when all of you couldn't come out of yours. The Prime Minister filed companies like crazy.
Active.
Imperium Holdings, Positive Media, Positive Jamaica Foundation.
Busy and make money.
And there's another one. There's another one, Imperium Positive Media. There's another one. There's another company that was formed during COVID. It's not AdMat. Estate Bridge. Estate Bridge. Estate Bridge. It's not there. But see there?
What's in this? It's in this.
Put it in it.
It is in it.
Where Estate Bridge? I'm gonna see it.
No, not. It's in the body.
It's in the
Come here,
okay.
come
All
here.
right. So we all know what an affidavit is. Affidavit is someone making a statement purporting it to be true.
Yes. That's correct.
We understand. We're good on that.
Yes,
someone
teacher.
making a statement and they're saying the facts as outlined by me, they are true.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do it in front of an official.
Right.
So I think right here, if you look right here, see it right here, sworn by Beresford. And it was sworn on March 14th, right? So now him meaning Mr. Beresford, he said, look, I discharged my statutory duties. I did what I was supposed to do I do what I'm supposed to do by requesting information from people and third parties to look at their statutory declarations, right? Because remember, people, I'm trying to explain this in that simple term so that everybody walk away knowing exactly what went on and what's going on. The Director of Information and Complaints, you see it right there. That person's job is to look at all statutory declarations and to work with the declarants, work with the people giving him the statutory declarations to make sure that they can verify them.
Right.
And if it gets to a case where they can't verify them, they can't get information, and they believe that there is something wrong, then they refer it to the Director of Investigations to conduct a full investigation of the matter. So here's what happened now. That's what he was supposed to do. And then he starts telling you that, you can't omit anything, because if you omit anything when you give it to me, it's going to throw off the whole thing, and so it's hard to verify. All of that makes sense. Look at this title, The Examination of Mr. Holness' Statutory Declaration for 2021. And you would think that the problem started here, 2021. Well, actually, they went before 2021. See this? He said, I recommended this statutory declaration for 2019 and 2020 for certification. But then you're going to find out where, if you read between the lines, you're saying that those two shouldn't have been verified. Shouldn't have. All right. I'm going to skip along. Look at this one right here. During the examination of Mr. Holness' 2020 statutory declaration, I discovered, he wasn't told, he discovered. He didn't say I was advised. I discovered. And when you discover something, it's not something where people just come up and give you. Discover means you make the effort and you go out and you find it. And he says, right. I discovered that he had not disclosed that he was a director and shareholder of Imperium.
What?
But there's more to that. I'm going to share where, see what I'm saying? I requested Mr. Holness to give me financial damage for 2020. And that he should give me other information. So he's going through the steps now of saying, I'm asking in the affidavit, I've asked him to give me this, I've asked him to give me that. And when I looked at certain things, I found out that he was not, he was going through all of this. He said, after all of this, I went through his 2019 and 2020 and certified them. So if you certify them, what's the problem? Look at this. The results of the financial analysis of the statutory declaration. They went back. I don't know if somebody told them, no, take another look. But they went back and they said, Mr. Holness had not disclosed all his assets and liabilities. And there appeared to be some irregularities concerning an account of First Global Bank. You see, whenever you see irregularities in a statement with banks or financial institutions, that's not good. A problem, people.
Trouble.
Whenever you see the word irregularities, trouble in a statement or in a paragraph or in a document focused on financial institutions,
no lies told.
Irregularities in some respects is a euphemism. It's a nice way to say lie. So if you want to put lies, right, it says, and there appear to be some lies concerning an account at First Global Bank. Remember that.
Wow.
And so they went out and they said they found out that for 2021 he did not deliberately. I don't know how they did that. But they said, based on discussions, Mr. Holness should provide details of investments in companies and a breakdown of financial assets. And look here, 21. We concluded that these financial statements for Imperium were not in keeping with international standards. So the Prime Minister.
That's embarrassing.
And then they talk about, look at this, Green Emerald Trading. How many of you remember Green Emerald?
I remember.
Green Emerald located on Henderson Avenue in a place called Cockburn Pen in the Prime Minister's constituency. And if you compare the prime minister's constituency to where the prime minister lives, you would call it a ghetto.
That's true. That's true.
I know the place very well.
That's true.
I know the place very. In fact, the best curry goat on a Friday, Kevin, are over some Indian people. Once a week, them cook it over there, and I think I would either Woodpeck Avenue or Tinkling. One of them, I don't remember. But them sell the curry goat out of them garage. Best curry goat around town. You go there on a Friday, people. And the prime minister's constituency, that right? And we'll find that. See this? Third-party checks reveal, among other things, multiple high-value transfers from a company named Green Emerald. So this company in the ghetto, I give you big checks. Them track and trace the checks. I go to the prime minister's companies.
Wow.
What would be the cause of that?
How
did that happen?
That's a very good question.
Skip some of this and just keep going on. Look at this. They gave him several opportunities to correct his statutory declaration upon identification of omissions. And remember, you have crimes of commission and you have crimes of omission. Crimes where you tell them or them find out things. Crimes where you never tell them. That's omission.
Oh, so you have crimes of commission and omission. Play that back. That's something I just learned. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Correct his statutory declaration upon identification of omissions. And remember, you have crimes of commission and you have crimes of omission. Crimes where you tell them or them find out things. Crimes where you never tell them. That's omission.
So commission are crimes where you never tell them. No, omission is the crimes where you never tell them. Commission are where them find out. Let me look that up. In the meantime.
And they went into his statutory declaration. And then, look at this. Since then, I examined those statutory declarations. I have not been able to recommend that they should be certified. And he said, this is because until we can finalize and certify 2021, we can't go forward. He said any omissions from his statutory declaration for 2021 would impact future calculations. It also would impact prior, because you need to know where the money come from.
Correct. Right.
Problem. And so he said, we can't certify them things until we get information. And see right here, again, an affidavit, justice of the peace right here, see it here, justice of the peace, sign off on it. You have to make all of this before the justice of the peace. So that's it. An affidavit is a document containing an assertion of truth. In layman's terms, you're saying everything you see in the document here, I know personally.
Yes.
To be true.
Yes.
That's what an affidavit is. And that is what Mr. Craig Beresford did. He submitted that thing and he said, everything that I'm putting in this document, I know to be true. Now, people, if the Prime Minister never sued, this would have never seen the light of day. We would have never known. But the Prime Minister power is intoxicating, and when you get intoxicated, you do all kinds of foolishness. And he was so intoxicated with his power that we gave him. We gave him that power. He was so intoxicated with it that he decided that, hey, them can't do me nothing, and me run things. And Mr. Beresford did this, and if he hadn't sued, we wouldn't have seen this, because you know why? It's a personal matter, and under the access to information, they wouldn't have given this to us.
Oh, wow.
Because he sued them, they had to respond in court.
Yes.
When it go to court, unless it's sealed, it's a public document, essentially. It's a public document.
Right.
And that's how this came out. This document wasn't leaked. Unlike somebody's screechy and just give it the document and say, hold this. Nothing like that.
Yes.
It's a public document. Now, let me go through and say some of the things here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So,
we went through this one time, remember, people, where they said, January, this is 2019, you see up at the top, make it bigger. See that? And they said that, look at this. They went back and they started looking at the Prime Minister's statutory declarations since he became a parliamentarian in 1998.
Wow.
Why? Because I him give them the information.
And around about the same time that he contested the elections, and there was a back and forth thing, and he won.
Right. So they said the scope of the review, though, was for the period 1998 to 2016. Right? And look at that. After carefully reviewing, it was observed that his assets increased over a certain time period. And it says, they sent him letters. The one here, right, that's what I can't remember about this. See there? Sent him letters asking him to clarify certain things. I remember I tell you about the Prime Minister's prerogative, where he can do things where a lot of people can't do in the country, and people will just put up with it because of this position.
Because of the status, yeah.
So he responded, he gave them some information, they said it's not sufficient. Then in May, all of this you see here is a timeline where they're asking him, look at this, in They asked him first right there, and then he gave them his responses. They weren't satisfied. They come back in May and they asked him again, and they said, look, you need to respond by June. Then June come and gone, and they never follow up. July, August, 2 months later, he responded and said, I need more time. 2 months after time expired, I said, I need more time. And they gave him more time. They said, come do it in October. Then him not responding in October. Then December, now them send him something and say, we haven't received the response that you said you were going to give to us by October 2018. We haven't received it. And in October 18 and 2 months later, January 2019, look what they said. They said right here, see to date, the Prime Minister, no even forward pan with. See to date, no other responses has been received. And so we're sending it off for action deemed appropriate. All right.
Jamaica, that is very important, you know. The Prime Minister got a lot of leeway, and that's why the argument that the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Labour Party is making, they're making it seem like, you know, the Integrity Commission is after the Labour right them and Andrew Holness, like they are there, the boogeyman, we are trying to take him down and take him power. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, ladies. Nothing don't go so. Them give him Wally, Pali, Andrew, the all of them get the same fair opportunity to prove them assets and their liabilities to be certified. And them cannot prove it, them cannot show them, make them money. And that's just the bottom line of the matter. They must know why them can't prove it. Let's continue.
See to now. So this is a documentation, a comprehensive documentation of the efforts that the commission's efforts to obtain information from the Prime Minister. And so this is everything that we just talked about. But there's something I want to show you. Okay. All right, look at this. See this? They were asking him, give us information. And it says right here, it is noted from the correspondence that a response was required by
December
15th, right? But look at when they received it, April 16, 2019. Well,
perfect example. Them asking for something from December 15th, 2017, and they received it April 16, 2019. How long is that, ladies and gentlemen? 2018, the whole 2018, they not get it. And then in April, I remember say December 15th, the year done, the 2017. So the whole of 2018, they not get it. And then almost halfway in a 2019, them get a response. Come on, man. A disrespect to the Integrity Commission, brother. And like I share the video with 10 people for me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Year and 4 months? No.
What do you mean? It's 2 years later.
No.
Almost.
Yeah, year and 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year and 4 months.
And look at this. You see all of these people? You see all of this? This is the Financial Journal from 1998 to 2018. You know who provided that to the Integrity Commission? The Prime Minister.
Andrew Holness, yeah.
And everything what you see now, what I'm going to show you now, came out of that report.
Mm-hmm.
And so him go court and say, no, tell them don't talk about them, tell them take out them things. And them I say, but you gave it to us so that we could conduct our investigation to certify your statutory declaration.
Exactly.
And the court agreed. The court said yes.
When you hear that, Jamaica? Andrew Holness provided the information. And now, when him sue the Integrity Commission, for, then come now and I say, here's the evidence. This is the reason why we proceeded the way we proceeded. And now, him no one, him never, you see, when Mr. Rattigan is saying, Andrew Holness stupid. Andrew Holness should have never sued the Integrity Commission. But you see, because he jump on power and things say him are the man and he can't do what he want and nobody is supposed to question him, he make that mistake and he go ahead and do it, right? But these are instances, you know. This is how Pharaoh, just like how in the Bible, when Pharaoh go decide say him a go harden heart and go off of Moses and the people them in meeting demise. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is an example of Andrew Holness actually turning the sword on himself. That's what is happening right here. So.
How did we know about?
Oh
We
my
never know about
God.
Sunshine Mobile.
No.
The taxi company.
We never know
We never know
about
about the Lido taxi company. We never know that. We never know about Omega Bridge Finance. That's a loan company he had.
Yes.
We never know none of this. It's the Prime Minister talk on himself.
Exactly.
Look on the findings. See here? See it, your people. If you don't disbelieve me.
Talk to them in
Okay.
general.
See, follow Kevin Green thing. Kevin thing. Green. Open, you can see. See it, Mr. Andrew Holness provided responses to the Commission's queries
Exactly.
in a 36-page financial journal.
36
I
page.
him tell them.
Yes.
It
That
must
is
stop
it.
this, huh? Them say what?
Let him cook.
Him said him give it a journal, but look
Let
on
him cook now.
it
Let him
include
cook.
attachments
I said
dealing
let
business activities,
him
investments, and liabilities. Look at the line in yellow. Look at the line in yellow. It says his explanation, the Prime Minister's explanation in this 36-page financial journal, along with attachments. Them say his explanations disclosed multiple businesses and accompanying investments, assets, and income, which were not previously declared. The Prime Minister talk
Oh.
upon himself.
Oh, embarrassing. Oh, wow.
And them say, the journal dates back to 1998.
He
when
needs
Holness was
some
first
milk.
elected as a member of parliament. So how can him come now and say, I don't want to talk about that? Him open the door. I just tell me that this week, you know, Kevin. I'm going to say something. And the judge say, the opposing counsel, and me get that, and the judge say, Counselor, you open the door. So, you know, you read and you just live with it. All right? Live with it, but it's all good. See it right here?
Yo, Andrew
The
turned on
documents as
himself.
presented were accepted as being additional records because they had some, and they said, and guess what? And it formed the basis upon which we shall form our conclusions. No, look at this, you know, people.
Yes.
We've done this before now, but we just need to know to make the connection now what the court actually did.
Yes.
This is the document, or part of the document that the court ruled on. Nothing else. This is the document. The court didn't talk about illicit enrichment or anything like that. This is what the court focused on.
Yes.
I mean, I look on the time, and there's no way me I go get to the other subjects. But you know, so OT happy because we have a program Wednesday, so we have the material already. You and OT that you're laughing at, you know that. All right, so this thing here, premium group. We never know, say, the Prime Minister never declare income in December 2000, and that is Mr. Former Prime Minister, now deceased. May his soul rest in peace. Edward Siaga's business, Premium Group Limited. And the Prime Minister was working there. And
Yes,
the Prime Minister
actually.
never declared income.
Wow.
This is 2000, you know. This is after the man getting a parliament. Because he getting a parliament when, Kevin, 1998?
1990, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And him a work and him not declare him income. And he was supposed to.
That's crazy.
Sunshine Mobile. We never go through the detail about how many cars he had and then and play the video with how many cars him tell him father him have. We never go through that.
People, he never go through you now. Rattigan, you not go do it, but they're going to do it. They're gonna
All
find
and
a
how
video.
much money. All we're gonna say, and we're not gonna talk about the man who died. Mysteriously, the man dead. And then the Prime Minister, somehow he became a principal. We're not gonna touch none of them subjects.
Yes.
None of that. All we're gonna touch is this in yellow.
Yes.
Top. A second line. The business activity for Sunshine, the assets therefrom and the income derived were never previously declared from 1998 to up to the date it was said to have been wound up and the assets sold. And make us look and see when the assets were sold. There it is, 2005 at the top. So he managed this company until 2005 when it was wound up and the assets sold. So from 1998 to 7 years, he not declare no income from it.
What?
And when you look up yourself, you see money flow like water.
Wow.
We see 1.4 million, 15,000. We see all kind of money. Money. You can beat in our money. See right there, so more money. Annual revenue 10.2 million. Then we see operating expense 6.4. Blah blah blah. Then look at how big one now. When the company also get 3.5 million. And by the way, people, that is not 26 money, you know. It's when the money have a little bit more value.
Yes, a true.
We go to the leader. The leader is the one where what's your name? The Juliet Holness was part of. I remember who did the date. She was part of it after the company mash up. We don't understand that one. They might work magic. Where he might become a director.
Over after the result.
The company dissolved. The company done. Oh, okay. Let me move this. I just realized that them can't.
Oh,
okay.
Yo, this stuff money still up.
So,
hey, Andrew Craft, everybody.
See there. More money. Prime Minister not tell nobody about until in turn over the report. Omega Bridge in financing company. He not tell nobody about that. See try that on. It says the figures featured in his explanation in his journal differs from those noted on the balance sheet. Not right.
Something just.
Investment and income from this company were not declared from 1998 to 2005. You know how many charges that the man look at? You know how many charges that? You fail to file? All right. Then get some lame excuse. Cash plus. Look at this cash plus. This investment was never previously disclosed. And that means I want people, I want somebody come and tell me, say, I am.
Remember, say cash plus now, ladies and gentlemen, our Ponzi scheme. If I'm not mistaken.
Lame excuse. Cash plus. Look at this cash plus. This investment was never previously disclosed. And that means I want people, I want somebody come and tell me, say, I am lying. That's what I want them to come and tell me. That's what you're showing, Mr. Rattigan. You make it up.
Yes.
Numbers up. That's what I want somebody to come and tell me. Talking about people who support the Prime Minister. You can't support the Prime Minister still enough people. There's nothing wrong with saying, look, I support him. But when a wrong has been committed, you have to face up to it. It's okay. You can say, look, he did all of these things.
Hey, Mr. Rattigan, big up yourself, yeah. Me can't say this here. Anybody will support the Prime Minister, something wrong with it. The evidence is incredible for you to turn a blind eye to it. But, you know, it's a good point for me to go here now and show you some more evidence of how incredible the evidence is. This is his father right here. Remember the taxi business?
That's what you tell me about, you know, you being an educator as well.
Yes, well, I am a farmer, and farmer doesn't mean that you're not educated.
Yes.
You know, some of my friends told me that people are just talking his father is just a farmer. I am a proud farmer, and don't feel disrespect if anybody disrespect the farming.
Yes.
Who feeds the country. Apart from that, I did a first degree in agriculture, so I'm a graduate in agriculture.
Okay.
Plus, I didn't complete the course, so I switched and did a management studies degree. Totally, I don't feel disrespect if anybody respect.
I was member of parliament, you know, you being a farmer, and
the taxes on the road, and somebody will have to go. Level the people talking about two taxes, money. I said to him again, about to graduate, he came to me and said, could you sponsor me, to buy 2 taxis, because I've checked out and from my home to Spanish Town Center, I could get some money. I said to him again, forget that, go ahead and do your levels and then you can come back out and work on. Of course, this taxi business, which he tried to lever the people talking about 2 taxis, not so. Of course, this taxi business, which he tried to lever the people talking about 2 taxis, not so. And of course, this taxi business, which he tried to lever the people talking about 2 taxes, not and of course this taxi business, which he tried to lever the people talking about 2 taxes, not so. He graduated, and when I went to look for him, I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm in the taxi business." I said, "How is it?" I said, "I have 30 taxis on the road, and somebody will have to come up."
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Jamaica, Andrew is one dangerous character. You hear that? Me did tell him, so me I go find it. When you listen to Andrew, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Andrew saying buy 2 taxi. Me play your father a while ago. After they say him never buy 2 taxi, listen to this now.
Whatever little I made in life, I made it just like you.
Yes.
I buy 2 taxi.
Yes.
Then I open a taxi company.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through the struggles just like everybody else.
Wow.
I want to thank those who thought that by releasing documents that they would somehow diminish me.
Yo, this man is very talented and very psychology.
I am a true Jamaican. I went through the Jamaican struggles. And
He couldn't even finish his statement because he knows he a lie. Let's go back to this.
Him again. Forget that. Go ahead and do your levels, and then you can come back out and work on. Of course, this taxi business, which he try to lever the people, talking about 2 taxes. Not go so. Of course, this taxi business, which he try to lever the people, talking about 2 taxes. Not go so. Of course, this taxi business, which he try to lever the people, talking about 2 taxes. Not go so. He graduated.
What can go so?
Business, which he tried to lever the people, talking about 2 taxes. Not go so. He graduated. And when I went to look for him, I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm in the taxi business." I said, "How is it?" I said, "I have 30 taxis on the road and somebody will have to come up."
2 taxi, no go so. Not my road. That's his father right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to Mr. Rattigan. Man of Elisa, brother. Man of Elisa.
But I still
Man of
support it.
Elisa, brother.
Now, people might question
Man of
the
Elisa.
mental stability for doing that. But it no matter. Are you a vote? Are you a candidate? Are you a man? So
They want PM.
if you say that he did this, but you cannot say that he didn't do these things.
Yes.
Because guess what? We haven't heard the Prime Minister come out from them and say, I lied, them a lie.
He can't do that.
He can't say that because I him give them the
Yeah,
information.
all right.
So if the
That
Prime
is
Minister
it.
not coming out and say these things are lie, then why are you trying to defend these things? There's something wrong, man.
Something wrong with them, man.
But take it from me. You can support the Prime Minister despite all of these financial sins and legislative non-compliance. You can support him. Nothing wrong with that. You can't say no, I'm still supporting. First Global, never previously declared money right there.
Yes.
Then you have a CD with First Global, didn't report it from 2005, 2006. The one before that, First Global account, he opened his account is with an initial sum of $400,000, never previously declared.
Wow.
Personal loans. He said he gave money to his relative, Everett Curtis Stewart, $2 million. And
No
he said-
relation.
Oh, not you, not related to you? Okay. And he said Mr. Stewart have a spice business and him give him the money. And he get back the money.
No.
And him saying give him wife and her sister money. He loaned them money. As hard as that is to believe people, he said that. Because everybody says, speak of Holness, as she have the money. Well, maybe she didn't have the money then, but men have the money. And and look on this. Because remember, we had, if you recall, people, this gentleman here, Paul East, if you remember, I got a letter from a lawyer saying that they're going to sue me because of things I said about Mr. Paul East. And remember what I said? I want them to sue me because when they sue me, I want to know what information the Integrity Commission they have on Paul East. And the only way I can know is for them to sue me, so then I can bring in this information and say, I got this. This came from the Integrity Commission.
That's right.
And then we have something called discovery. And then them have to open up the files and then we have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But look, it's the Prime Minister who talk on him friend, you know. See it right here. Him saying give money to Paul East. Him loan. No, my understanding is that Mr. Paul East is well off, so I don't know why he would have. I know my business that. Leave it alone. But he said that nothing was declared regarding the fund, regarding these loans and advances. And they're saying that the source of funding, look at the term they use, the source of funding for the loans, look at this, remains unclear, meaning that we don't know, we can't say within a certainty where this money come from because he's not certain either. He's not giving us certain information.
Wow.
Olent, right? Then we have the summary of the his response to the letter dated October 2017. And then we've been through this, people. We've been this is a
Scroll through.
spreadsheet. We've been through this. Olent, how much money he had in Olent, you know. And so we have some nice deposits here, you know, some healthy deposits, 316,000 US. This is 2006, you know. This is 2006 and 2007. In two deposits,
Yes.
two deposits come up to $429 how much? $1,000, right? See, I call it $430,000 US.
Wow.
US.
In 2006.
Yeah, 2006, 2007. Big money them time there.
Big money popping.
Then we see over here, so he might try to get him. You know what? We never know about to talk about that. I'm going to just keep moving. There's one here that you must see. More money, Olent. Then you see, watch out. Him draw 350,000, you know, and some use that buy property. Right? Oh, see one company here, Panadian. Now, here's what's interesting about this company, Kevin. This company was formed in the British Virgin Islands. Next week or the week after, we're going to show you a connection between the British Virgin Islands and a finance company in Jamaica, where the British Virgin Islands government invested 2 million US dollars in this Jamaican finance company. And the premier down in the British Virgin Islands said, I don't know nothing about this. How could this happen?
Wow.
And yet we see the Prime Minister down there, I buy boat, I register boat down there.
That's robot.
Not a rowboat.
Yacht.
People, there's so much to tell you about what's going on. So here it is, Panadian, and we'll show you where it's we'll show you the evidence that it's a BVI company. All right, and here it is again. He said he used this company to buy. This company purchased one item, one dege item, and that was a boat.
Wow.
And it wasn't a rowboat.
Yeah.
And look who him saying by the boat with. Him say Andrew Holness, Ian Moore, and Paul East, the same gentleman that him say him lend money to. And we come to find out this Paul East, he owns a company or he was involved in a company, several companies, but there's one company called Navis.
Something all right.
Get to that.
Something is not right.
Something all right, my wisdom warriors. Something is
Something
not
all
right.
right. Something all right.
Then we have apartment, we have ADMAT, how the ADMAT money was used to purchase property in Jamaica. This one here, this is a case we're going to look at. This one here, Wycliffe Close. We're going to show you that the Prime Minister should have been investigated by the Integrity Commission because of what was going on with violation of KSAMC regulations.
Oh.
But wasn't. We're going to show you.
Okay. Okay.
There was one here, Kevin, we have over $1 million at one point.
What? $1 million US?
I think, hold on there. Okay, from private rental. All right. This is more money. This is the money I think him saying lent to Mr. Paul East right here. See, additionally in 2010, money was withdrawn, loan to Mr. Paul East.
How much money that?
But there is one here.
1.3 million.
There's one big money. Okay.
Jamaican that?
That is the bank thing. Olent 80, 90. More Olent, more First Global. Most of this money never reported. There's one here. It's I don't know. 162,000. Look how money, people. Prime Minister swimming in money, you know.
Money for days. My youth, just please stop it.
There's one here where it's one of these. I think it's Olent, where he had an account with over $1 million. At one point, he had over $1 million US in it. Let me see. All right, walk with me, people, because it's not. See ya.
All right,
see ya. It's an Olent. Look at this.
1.2 million.
Cause them for find out, you know. See ya. At August 2007, the balance in this account was $1,214,177.71. See there. Let me big it up for now.
Big it up, let me general. Big it up.
Here it is.
See it there?
See there. US. To make it go along this thing,
emotional damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is part one. So we're Rattigan and go down in a depths of the laws and script affidavit. I may appreciate it, you know, because I was gonna do the same thing, you know. I just didn't find the time because of all the stuff that's going on. Earlier, I was talking to London 45 on my live before this one. And we had touched on it. I just read the first part because I just wanted to find out if I had the up-to-date affidavit. And this is the same one he's reading. I have it on my computer right now. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I mean, you don't really have to say much there. Just show the evidence, and you know, well-thinking persons can look at it and decide for themselves, like, all right, do I trust Andrew Holness? Do I think he's lying? Like, you can come to that conclusion all by yourself, ladies and gentlemen. This is part one of two. Mighty God.